There is a secret to taking very good photographs every single time, and I'm going to tell you what that secret is. But first, let's briefly look at the history of photography. A shadow is made when something blocks the light. It looks at least a little like whatever is casting the shadow. For a long time, this was the best representation people had of their loved ones. An artist would actually copy the outline of their shadow and create what's called a silhouette. The next big advance came from the field of chemistry. Some chemicals were found to darken when struck by sunlight. This was interesting and may have been useful for copying your silhouette, but not for much else. Not yet, anyway. But there was another invention, a much older one, that when combined with these light-sensitive chemicals, would finally result in the first photograph. It had long been known that a tiny hole in the wall of a dark room would allow the bright outdoor light to project onto the wall indoors. This was called the camera obscura, which means dark room. That's right, camera means room. And in that dark room, artists could trace what they saw. Over time, these rooms grew smaller and polished glass lenses allowed in more light, while still keeping the image focused. Now then, if you could shine this image onto paper coated with those light-sensitive chemicals, the image could be saved as a drawing made by light, a photograph. As the science of chemistry advanced, so did the science of photography. Pictures had better detail, they were easier to make, and they lasted longer. Eventually, even colors could be reproduced by the chemicals. The cameras became so small and affordable that everyone could have one. There were even cameras people would throw away after they used them. Then the next big development came along: digital cameras. Instead of tiny molecules of color on a film, you could have tiny bits of information in a computer. The monitor of your computer or your phone could display these tiny bits of information as pixels. A pixel is a teeny tiny microscopic square that can be any color. Today we carry cameras everywhere we go, in nearly all of our mobile devices. So if we can all take photographs, how do we take good photographs? Okay, here's the secret. It's called the rule of thirds. We divide the picture window into 3 columns and 3 rows, like a tic-tac-toe board. Your subject should fall on one of those 4 places where those lines intersect. It might be a person's head, or an animal's face, or a flower. Whatever your subject is, should be pushed away from the center and near one of those 4 areas. Now you know the secret to making better light drawings. Photographs.